Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah. Thank you so much for being here. Today I will be guiding you through a yoga class that is perfect to do after any kind of workout. It is also great to do on a rest day. So if you've been hitting the gym hard, if you've been running, cycling, playing sports, anything like that, you will definitely want to give this yoga class a try. We will stretch out almost every muscle in the body, including the hamstrings, the quadriceps, the hips, the back, the chest, the shoulders. All that you will need for class today is a yoga mat. If you have a couple of blocks or books or water bottles, you can use that, just to bring the ground closer up towards you for a couple of movements. And if you don't have a yoga mat, that is fine. You can use a blanket or a towel, or if you have carpet, that is fine as well. If you enjoy this class, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel, if you give the video the like, if you leave me a comment in the comment section. You can also share this video. When you feel ready, let's begin by lying down on our back. Extend your legs long, extend your arms long. Take up as much space as feels good for you. And just begin to settle in to this position on your mat or on your blanket or your towel. Notice the flow of your breath. Follow your breath as it moves in. And follow your breath as it moves out. Bring your attention and your awareness to somewhere in your body that is feeling especially tight and stiff right now. And can you keep that part of your body in mind as we move through our class today? From here, bend both knees, planting the feet down onto the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right toes towards the right knee. Stay right here if this feels like enough, with the left foot down on the mat. Or if you would like, bring the left thigh in towards your chest, interlacing your fingers to the back of the left leg. Continue to flex the right toes towards the right knee. And as the left knee comes closer towards you, can you think about bringing the right knee and the right leg further away from you, so towards the top of your mat. If you would like to, you can flex and point the left toes a few times, or maybe roll the ankle around in some circles, counterclockwise and then clockwise. Couple more breaths here. Good. From here, start to bring the right knee directly over top of the left knee. So the knees are stacked together, and then the right foot is to the left foot is to the right. Bring both hands to the outer edges of your feet or to the shins or the ankles, whatever you like. Grabbing onto somewhere on your legs or on the feet. Supporting yourself in this pose. You're probably feeling a nice stretch along the outer right hip, maybe the IT band. Maybe a bit into your right hamstring even. Can you slow down your breath as we hold this posture? One more breath. Good. Leave your legs just like that. Bring your left hand onto your right knee. Extend your right arm out to the right side to the T. And then take your legs, both legs over to the left side, keeping your legs crossed just as they are. And then you can turn your head to look towards the right if that feels good for you. If this feels like too much of a stretch, simply uncross your legs. Stacking one leg over top of the other, resting your legs on the left-hand side and still looking towards the right. Just changing the twist slightly. Notice how your spine is feeling. Each part of your back, from the very base of your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. Good. Start to release. Take your legs back up through center. Take your left foot down to the ground. Right leg will extend up to the sky. Interlace your fingers to the back of your right leg. You can flex and point the right foot, the right toes a few times. Maybe roll the foot around in a few circles here, finding some movement. Perhaps just ever so gently bringing the right thigh in towards your chest a little bit more. One more breath. Bring the right foot down to the mat. And cross your left foot over top of the right thigh. Flex your left toes towards the left knee. Stay here if this feels like enough of a stretch with the right foot down on the mat. Or you can start to bring the right leg closer in towards you, interlacing your fingers together to the back of your right thigh, the right hamstring. Continue to flex the left toes towards the left knee. As the right knee comes closer towards you, think about drawing the left knee away from you, so towards the top of your mat. Take one more breath. Begin to stack the left knee directly over top of the right knee. Bring your right hand to the left ankle, left hand to the right ankle, or hands to the outer edges of the feet, or to the shins, whatever you like. Gently drawing the feet in towards your hips. Feeling a really nice stretch for the outer left hip. Notice where else you are feeling this pose in your body right now. Settle in and watch the flow of your breath. Good. Begin to bring your left arm out to the left side. Right hand can come over top of the left knee as you take both legs over to the right hand side, keeping them crossed, keeping them just as they are over to the right. You can turn your head to look towards the left hand if that feels good for you. Make any adjustments that you need to. Perhaps this feels like too much of a stretch. If so, you can uncross the legs, stacking one over top of the other, resting them down on the ground to the right, and continuing to look towards the left. So just changing the twist a little bit. Notice how the twist on this side feels different from the first side. Good. From here, release through center. Plant the right foot down onto the ground. Center your hips, arms alongside your body. Extend the left leg up through center. Interlace your fingers around the left hamstring, gently guiding the left thigh in towards your chest. If you would like to, you can flex and point the left foot a few times, or roll the ankle around in circles. Good. From here, hug both knees into your chest. Take your time to come on up into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Shoulders over top of your wrists, hips over top of your knees. Bring your hands a little bit farther out in front of you and lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. From here, fingers tent up outside of your mat, so nice and far apart. Your palms are lifted, you're just on the fingertips. Lift on up, pressing into your fingertips. Look over your right shoulder towards the back of your mat. Come back through center. Look over the left shoulder towards the back of your mat. Back through center, lower down. Let's do that 3 more times. Lift up, Look over the left shoulder this time. Back through center. Look over the right shoulder. Back through center. Lower down. Lift up. Look over the right shoulder. Back through center. Over the left shoulder. Back through center. Lower down. One more time, just like that. Lift up. Look over the left shoulder. Back through center. Look over the right shoulder. Back through center, lower down. Good. From here, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lower down. Fingers are spread nice and far apart. 4 more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Last one. Good. Reach your arms out long towards your feet. Interlace your fingers just above your hips. And reach your fists back towards your feet once again. As you inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, lower down. Leave your legs resting down on your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Release the clasp of your hands. Bring one hand over top of the other. Rest your forehead down onto your hands for just a few breaths. From here, left hand will come underneath the left shoulder. Right arm will extend out to the right side. Legs are long. Press down into the left hand, down into your mat, and roll towards the right side. The left foot will kickstand behind the right leg. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Rest down on your right ear and your right shoulder. Left hand can stay just where it is. Or you can bring it towards your low back. Maybe reach it towards the right arm. Couple more breaths here. Bring the left hand back to your mat just in front of your face if it was somewhere else. And take your time to start to roll back onto your belly. From here, both hands underneath your shoulders, fingers spread nice and far apart. Inhale, lift up into a cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Right hand will stay just where it is. Left arm will extend out to the left side. Roll towards the left. Right foot will plant down behind the left leg. Right leg is bent. The left leg is straight. Rest down on your left ear and left shoulder. Settle into this shoulder stretch and breathe. One more breath. Start to roll back to lie on your belly. Bring both hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself up from here into a tabletop. Once you are in your tabletop, step your right foot forward in between your hands and bring your hands up onto your right knee or right thigh. Start to shift your hips forward. Right knee is directly over top of the right ankle. And then shift your weight back a little bit so the left hip is directly over top of the left ankle. Shift the weight forward and then shift the weight back. A few more times just like this. Good. From here, bring your hands down to your mat. Place your left hand a little bit farther out to the left side. Reach your right arm up. Coming into this lunge twist. And then bend your left knee. So the left foot comes towards the left hip. Reach back with the right hand, grabbing hold of the left foot, bringing it closer in towards the left hip. Look over the right shoulder towards the back of your mat. If you need to put some padding underneath your left knee, like a folded blanket or a pillow, feel free to pause the video and do that. 3 more breaths here. Good. Reach your right arm up. Bring the left foot down. Bring the right hand down as well. Bring the right foot out to the right side of your mat. Both hands come to the inside of your foot. Lizard lunge. Reach your heart forward a little bit. Feel that the right knee is stacked over top of the right ankle. Feel the left leg lengthen out a little bit behind you. Inhale right here. As you exhale, start to walk your hands back, straightening out the right leg. Inhale, shift forward, a lizard lunge. Exhale, walk the hands back, variation of half splits. Inhale, lizard lunge. Exhale, half split variation. Let's do this 3 more times. Just feeling into the right hip, the right hamstring, maybe a little bit into the right calf as you flex the toes towards the knee in your half split. 1 more time. Meet in lizard lunge. Bring the right foot towards center so the hands frame the foot. Tuck the left toes under, lift up the left knee. Inhale here, hands plant down. If you have blocks or books or anything to use here to bring the ground closer towards you, you can use that for sure. On your exhale, straighten the right leg, send your hips back and fold. Your right leg doesn't have to be completely straight. As you inhale again, shift the weight forward, heart reaches forward, bend into your right knee. As you exhale, pyramid pose, fold down. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale to straighten it. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten it. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten it. Bend into the right knee. Take the left knee down to the ground. Right knee will come into tabletop. Plant your hands down and just take a couple of breaths here. Good. Left foot will step forward in between your hands. Bring your hands up onto your left thigh. From here, shift your hips forward, shift the weight forward. Left knee is directly over top of the left ankle, or the left knee might be coming forward a little bit too. And then shift the hips back. Right knee is over top of the right ankle now. Shift the weight forward, and then shift the hips back. Let's do that about 3 more times. Good. From here, take the hands down to your mat. Bring the right hand further towards the right side. Reach your left arm up. Lunge with a twist. We're here for a couple of breaths. Reach the left hand back towards the back of your mat. Bend deeply into your right knee. Right foot comes towards the right hip. Can you hold on to the right foot with the left hand, bringing the foot closer in towards the right hip? And can you look over the left shoulder towards the back of your mat? We'll stay here for about 3 to 5 breaths. Good. Start to release. Bring the left hand down to your mat. Both hands come to the inside of your left foot. Right foot is back down on the mat. Bring the left foot all the way out to the left side of your mat. Lizard lunge. We'll settle in here for a couple of breaths before we add some movement in. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, shift the hips back, walk the hands back, straighten into the left leg, flex the left toes. Inhale, come back to lizard lunge, reach the heart forward. Exhale, variation of half splits, straightening into the left leg as much or as little as you like. Inhale, lizard lunge. As you exhale, take it back to your half splits variation. Continue just like this a few more times, moving slowly and with control and feeling into each part of the movement. Let's do one more round. Meeting in lizard lunge. Then bring the left foot back to center, so hands frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes under, lift up the right knee. Here, this is a great place to use blocks for on either side of the left foot for your hands, or books, or water bottles, whatever else you have for some support, bringing the ground higher. Inhale here, and as you exhale, straighten the left leg. Fold down over the left thigh. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the knee. Send the hips back as you fold down. Continuing just like this, finding your flow. Moving as slowly as you like. When you straighten your leg into that pyramid shape, it doesn't have to be completely straight. You can have a generous bend into your left knee if that works better, if you have tight hamstrings. Always remembering to make each movement and each posture work for you and your body. One more time here. Each of these poses. Bend into the left knee. Plant your right knee down. Take your left knee back into tabletop. Hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. From here, big toes come to touch. Knees can come farther apart if you like. Taking a child's pose from here, so sit the hips back down to rest onto your heels. Arms reach out in front of you. If this feels like too much of a stretch in your hips or in your lower body, you can definitely adjust this by bringing the knees closer towards one another. If you would like to make this pose a little bit more active, continue to walk your hands forward towards the front of your mat so that the elbows and the forearms lift up. So just the hands are down. We'll just be here in this child's pose for 1 or 2 more breaths. Walk your hands in towards your body, coming up to a seat, making your way to a seated position with your legs out in front of you. Right leg will be extended out long. Left foot will cross over the right leg, coming into one more twist. Wrap the right arm around the left leg. Left arm will reach up. And then back behind you, tensing up onto the left fingertips. Look over the left shoulder. Find more length through your spine. And settle into this twist and breathe. Release your twist, come back through center. Left leg will extend long. Right leg will cross over it. Right knee is bent. Left arm will wrap around the right leg. Right arm will reach up. And then back behind you, tent up onto the right fingertips to help find a little bit more length through the spine. Look over the right shoulder and twist from the very base of your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. Good, release. Back through center, meeting in a cross-legged seated position. If it feels better for you, you can come into a kneeling seat or any other position that works for you. You can sit on a pillow or a folded blanket. Bring your hands down onto your lap once you're settled. Close your eyes if that feels okay for you. And we'll just take a few moments to breathe here. Follow the flow of your breath. Noticing if your inhale is longer than your exhale, or maybe the exhale is longer than the inhale. Notice how it feels for you to slow down and breathe. To simply sit here doing nothing except for following your breath. Take a moment also here just to notice how you are feeling now compared to the start of class. What has changed and what has stayed the same? Softly open your eyes if you had them closed. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this class felt good for you. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this video the like. Leave me a comment. You can also share this video. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you'll join me in another yoga class soon. I hope you have a wonderful day.